How you doing, guys? What's up? Hey, man, it's been 2 weeks since we've been here. Sorry we missed last week. As I said on the internet, I was out milking goats somewhere in northern Ohio.
Did you make good money?
I have like $12 an hour, dude. It wasn't worth the drive.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth the drive, but when they weren't looking, I sucked on those goat titties, you know, and that kind of makes up for it.
Got some big old titties.
Yeah, dude, that's some nice old titties on that goat. I milked them with my mouth, spit it in the cup. No one seemed to care. I guess that's
who would?
Well, they were only paying me $12 an hour. If you want me to milk it and put it straight in the fucking jug, that's $15 an hour. For $12 an hour, I suck the titty and then I spit it in.
I wouldn't give you $15 an hour.
Dude, I'm good at it.
I don't know. You say you're good at it.
This is what I do because I've always learned that.
I still say I'm good at basketball.
They say the milk the prostate, helps. So when I milk the goat, I also stick my thumb in his ass. So at the same time, and it actually shoots out more milk.
It does, too.
Yeah, it shoots out a lot more milk.
If their anatomy is anything like ours, it's going to shoot straight out.
It's the exact same, and that's what happens. I fill up those things so much quicker than these other bitches, And how was your day, though? I mean, you were at that nursing home doing the
I was doing volunteer work.
Yeah, the diaper cleaning.
Yeah, I did that for a week.
I know you're real big, because you were telling me that.
I'm a giver.
Well, you're a giver, and you were telling me before that you have this weird passion for things that smell like pee. And then that's the good thing about nursing homes is they all smell like pee. So you're just in there just
rubbing alcohol and pee.
Just taking in that piss smell for a couple days.
You want to know what's funny? I got
changing diapers.
It's so funny you say that because I got into a 15-minute argument with somebody the other day.
About pee?
Yeah. About pee.
All right, well,
and it was so funny because
on.
It was about squirt.
Okay.
And, it's like, everyone I say, it's piss. They say, well, it's not really piss. It's in a gland directly next to the bladder, and there's a little pee in there. But let me tell you, I have that experience of a girl squirting all over my bed and then finding a yellow ring, and it smelled like urine.
Well,
so if it's not piss, it smells and looks exactly like piss. So therefore, it's piss. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck. And if it's a gland right next to the bladder that maybe releases a few drops of pee in with this other stuff, well, this other stuff also smells like pee.
Okay.
So when it comes out, I'm getting peed on. I don't want to get peed on, and I don't want to have anything to do with anyone that wants to pee on me.
Okay, well, I don't mind if someone wants to pee on me. If that's your thing, that's fine. I'm not going to let you, but I'm not going to judge you for wanting it. Second, it looks like a duck, talks like a duck. What do you think of the Impossible Burger?
It's not a burger. A burger is meat.
It looks like a burger.
Then call it the Impossible Patty.
It looks like a burger. It tastes like a burger.
It doesn't taste like a burger.
How many have you had?
About 3.
3 Impossible Burgers? They taste like burgers.
They don't taste anything like a burger.
You know what they taste like? They taste like those burgers, those pre-frozen disc that you can buy to throw on the grill that lazy people get instead of pushing the meat together.
Yeah.
They taste like those burgers.
I don't think they do.
I do. And again, they definitely look like a burger. They taste similar to a burger, but it's not a burger. It definitely looks like piss. It smells similar to piss, but it's not completely piss. You know what I'm saying?
It ruins my mattress like piss.
But fair enough there. Maybe this particular squirter, this is multiple girls that have peed on you?
No, this was the one main thing that totally turned me off to her.
Well, maybe
because she told me flat out going into it, she said, look, I'm a squirter, and I don't squirt when I orgasm. I squirt the whole time. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, I've never seen anybody squirt the whole time.
Yeah, that sounds exciting at first.
When she was riding me, every thrust, a load came out.
Ew.
Swear to God.
What is wrong with her?
I don't know.
Like, that seems like she drank too much water. What's going on?
Well, I was sitting there thinking to myself, well, if it is piss,
I don't like this.
Go pee before, we start.
Yes.
Then there won't be anything in there. But, according to the experts, it's not pee.
I don't think it's pee.
It's diluted pee.
But what I'm saying is I don't think you could pee for that long.
It was every squirt. Well, no, you could. Every pump,
how long are you
an
guys
ounce
fucking?
came out. Well, 20 minutes.
20 minutes of peeing? No one could pee for 20 minutes.
Well, it was squirt.
No one could squirt a piss out every 20 minutes.
It was gross.
Hey, 20 minutes, good job.
Oh, yeah.
Putting in the work there,
But
dude.
the thing about it is when I was doing it, I was like, honestly, when the first load came out and went down my fucking sides of my legs, I was like,
you're already gross
ew,
now.
gross. Yeah, it's fucking gross. Because it wasn't like when a girl gets wet, wasn't that? It was liquid.
See,
It was watery liquid. And every time she did it, I literally closed my eyes and saying, you need the nut. You need the nut. You need the nut. But I was so grossed out by the squirting that it delayed the nut.
See, I think I'd be the opposite. I think it would have done a lot for me in the moment. But that next day when I would have seen it all over the sheets and my shit was dyed yellow and stuff, then all of a sudden I might take a turn on that.
Here's how gross it was. I had a 2-inch mattress topper on top of my bed.
And it went through?
It went all the way through and made a ring about this big with a yellow brownish rim. Like when your kid pees on the bed.
Yeah.
It looked just like that. And then I did what I fucking shouldn't have done. I stuck my face in there to sniff it. No, I got a pillow top, so you can't turn the mattress over. So I stuck my face down there to smell it, and I'm like, ooh, that's pee. And I was so grossed out, I literally, within a half an hour, well, first thing I did is I squirted like dish soap all over it and scrubbing it and see if it would come out. It didn't come out enough for my liking, and I literally bought a new mattress.
The whole new mattress?
The whole thing. Well, it was right in the middle of the part where I sleep on.
Yeah. So
and even after I scrubbed it, I mean, I dried it with a blow dryer, everything. It still smelled like pee.
Well, if it still smelled like pee, that's different.
So that's the whole thing.
You
it's
sure
like,
you don't pee yourself and you're just blaming
I'm 100% sure I don't pee in my pants or the bed. But the whole point is, it seems to be when I was a kid, let's say college age, I was sexually active. I fucked a lot.
Yeah, you brag a lot.
But the whole point is, I never got squirted on.
Yep.
Why does everybody squirt now when they didn't then?
Well,
I fucked a lot.
I wonder how many of these girls are actually squirting or actually peeing. As you said, now this girl, the only reason it makes me think it's squirt and not pee is I don't know how you pee for that long.
Well, it didn't come out of the pee hole.
Yeah.
It came out of the sides, not the. If it was pee, it would have literally just squirted all over my stomach.
You're right. It is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how this works.
All I know is I was sexually active when I was young, and I never, ever, ever got squirted on. First time I got squirted on, I was like 30.
Well, maybe you can hold it back. Maybe it is possible for them
I
to
wish
hold
they
it back.
would all hold it back.
Well, maybe if you told them that, like, ew, gross, don't do it. Maybe they could hold it back.
Well, normally when you tell a girl, if she says I'm a squirter and I say, ooh, gross, can you hold it back? She said, well, I don't want to fuck you now.
True. This is because a lot of guys are into it. So this is like, she's telling you this because a lot of guys are like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Squirt on me, baby.
Yeah.
And the one girl I knew was a squirter asked me to go down on her. I'm like, no way. You pee in my face and I'm swinging. There's no fucking way.
You're going to swing?
I wouldn't hit a girl, but the whole point is,
peed on you?
I wouldn't risk a girl squirting on my face. It was bad enough on my abdomen and crotch.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I don't know.
But I mean, when this one girl was doing it,
it
was in my butt crack. It was on my nuts. It was like somebody was, tilting a warm glass of water next to me the whole time I was fucking.
Yeah, Ryan said you can take it and use it as lube, though.
It's gross.
That's what he does.
Well, Ryan likes squirt.
I don't. Hey, talking about peeing in your bed earlier, Biden dropped out.
I know.
Yeah, we all of a sudden we're in a completely different situation. I'd hate to say that I called this a couple weeks ago, but I did. But
you and 20 million others.
Yeah, it's not like I'm special. I will say that. It's not like I'm special.
Yeah.
I was starting to doubt it. I think we even talked about that the last episode. I was like, it's getting close now. Maybe he's not going to. I'm still, maybe just because I'm retarded, I'm still confused how this works. Kamala's just not automatically the person, right? You don't just automatically get it. Isn't there some kind of process?
Well, yeah, she still has to win primaries.
How's that? But they're not going to do primaries.
Well, I'm saying is,
it's just it don't make sense to me.
Well, you're right. They're not doing primaries.
They just do the delegate thing.
But yeah, and the Democratic Party hasn't endorsed her as the candidate.
The actual party hasn't, because a shitload of the high popular ones.
A lot of the high ones have, but the actual party has not yet said Kamala's our girl. Mm-hmm. They haven't done it. They're waiting till she picks a running mate.
There's not a chance, right?
No.
Well, she wouldn't pick a running mate before, because one of those running mates are probably one of the people that have a chance.
No, actually, the running mates that she's looking at, I think the running mate is going to be the guy from Arizona.
Arizona, huh?
Yeah, only because
that's the name I haven't heard.
They said there's a lot, like they need Kentucky, so it might be Bashir.
It's not going to be. I was just explaining this to my wife. Kentucky don't matter. Like,
well, North Carolina doesn't matter, and that's why that guy has no chance.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, Bashir's not going to win you Kentucky. The only reason Bashir's even the governor of Kentucky is the two people that he ran against were fucking lunatics. All right? Like, that was the only reason he won. He's in the top three. They like him, of course, but he's not going to carry Kentucky for you. So he's useless. It's a stupid pick.
Right.
It's a stupid pick. You're not going to win Kentucky. The picks are I wish I would remember names.
Arizona, Chuck something.
Arizona, I did not have in my pick. I think it's going to be the dude in Pennsylvania.
He's a runner.
There was the guy in. I sound like an idiot I sound like an idiot without talking names. No, I don't think any of them are Indian. Then there's a dude up. The governor of Illinois is one of the guys, but I would think that's a bad pick because all of a sudden, as soon as you throw out Illinois, now you got Chicago involved. And what do the Republicans love doing? Shitting on Chicago. Yeah. So now you're going to put the lady that ruined immigration is how they're painting Kamala right now.
Yeah.
With the guy that's let Chicago be the gun capital of the world or whatever. So that's a bad combination.
Well, they say the most qualified is the guy from North Carolina, but he won't do anything for her electorally, so she won't pick him.
You want to do it smart, and that's why I think
Arizona's the guy.
I think, okay, I didn't know Arizona, and that one makes sense. Arizona is a swing state, so that's an important one. Pennsylvania is a huge swing state.
Right. I'm going to look up his name.
Michigan is also a swing state. God, I can't talk. A swing state, but the problem with Michigan is now you're going to have 2 fucking girls. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do it because it's going to be such an uphill battle to get one girl elected, more or less an all-girl ticket. I mean, I guess you could probably motivate some girls to go vote for you a lot more than maybe would otherwise. But I just don't think America's ready for a girl president.
His name is Mark Kelly from Arizona.
Okay.
Roy Cooper from North Carolina. They say he's very qualified, but it does nothing for her.
North Carolina does nothing.
Bashir,
I don't think
J.B. Pritzker in Illinois.
Pritzker, I like him, but again, I think he'd be a bad pick because I think Chicago is too much of an eyesore.
So you're saying the front runner you think is Josh Shapiro from
I think is the guy that gets it. He's the one that makes the most sense. He's smart. He can go up against J.D. Vance and probably make him look like a fucking moron. He can now the same Vance is a moron is ridiculous. He's a lawyer. The guy's not dumb, but I don't think he knows his politics quite as well as some.
See, the North Carolina guy is a moderate Democrat.
That kind of helps.
It does. The guy from Arizona is pretty liberal. He's pretty hardcore liberal. He was a fucking astronaut, and he was all the, you know what I'm saying? He's like American hero, like John Glenn kind of shit. They say that he can do the most for her potentially with Arizona being a swing state and having a lot of electoral votes. They say he's probably, it's him and I think they said Shapiro are the top 2.
Those 2 make the most sense. I mean, as far as politically, it makes the most sense. They're both qualified enough, and they're from important states that she's going to need.
Yeah,
I mean, she's not winning unless they get Pennsylvania.
Right.
All right. I don't see her winning. I just don't. I don't know enough.
I don't think she has.
I honestly don't know enough about her outside of her past jobs and shit. Whenever she talks, she don't really say anything. She's just kind of she totally fumbled the immigration thing, obviously, but she's got that qualified. Right. So that's hard to say.
And quite frankly, I think...
What is qualified?
I think Trump made a bad decision.
You know what I mean? Let's speak on this in general. What is qualified? Because I hear that said for all of them.
There's been a lot of vice presidents. There's been a lot of vice presidents that have gone on to be president. It's happened throughout history.
Yeah.
But the only difference is guys like Nixon, they were actually doing things. They were involved in the governmental decisions during their vice presidency. She hasn't done anything.
Well, you're not behind the scenes and knowing what's going on. I mean, she was put in charge of immigration, and she fucked that up, though.
Fucked it up bad.
But
and that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it was good.
The main thing she was put in charge of, she fucked up huge.
That's for sure. That is for sure. But you're asking someone was a prosecutor now to figure out immigration, which is just a ridiculous task in itself.
You're asking somebody who defended accused cops that were, doing fucked up stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, the girl's got a very checkered past.
Well, no, she's a prosecutor. All of them are. That's their job. They don't really have a choice, except to do certain things like that. But they're going to come up with checkered past. I don't like the idea of her being the president. I have issues, though, with the fact that if the Republicans are elected again, how much they damage unions. And that's my only thing that I'm going on in my head.
Yeah.
Because I know just the little things like the NLRB, the way it's ran, as soon as it switches over, Trump puts in different rules where all of a sudden I can't cuss at work. You know what I mean?
But the thing about it is
it's crazy.
Being that Trump can't run again after this, I don't think he has enough time to do that much trickle down stuff. I think when he goes in there, the first things he deals with are immigration, the war in fucking the Russian war with Ukraine. He deals with that. He deals with the Hamas fucking Israel war.
That one kind of scares me. I can see him just nuking Hamas. You know what
yeah,
I
I
mean?
can too.
Like he's not going to fuck around with that. It's going to be different than when Biden don't fuck around with it either. He's gave him lots of weapons also, but
Yeah.
Trump will go that extra step.
Well,
I think he could actually maybe improve the Ukraine-Russia thing by just getting us out of that.
Yeah.
Not very great for Ukraine, but better for us. We need to fucking...
I mean, you know what's funny? Ever since the Hamas-Israeli war started, you haven't heard 5 minutes of news on the Russian-Ukraine war anymore.
Because the only thing that matters
But I mean, they're
is
still
views.
bombing every day. Everybody's still dying.
They're bored of it. They don't understand how it works.
Well, the Hamas-Israel thing is getting less and less.
Well, now
time
it's getting
all the
less
time.
and less.
Yeah.
Is it happening less and less? Is things happening, or are they still killing at the same level?
they've had truce and peace talks like 20 times,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden Hamas will blow up a fucking school or something and say, "Oh, well, we didn't think that's what you meant." You know what I mean? They're all disagreeing on, like they said, okay, they literally had a ceasefire almost in place, and then it went worldwide on the news, ceasefire, and then wait, Israel said, no, we didn't agree to this, and this, and Hamas said, well, we didn't agree with this, and this, so they started just blowing each other up again. And you know, here's the thing: I'm not a Trumper, never been a Trumper. It honestly fucking kind of makes me sick that people actually went to social media and said, "God damn it, why was that guy such a bad shot? Why couldn't he have killed the dude?" Mm-hmm. I'm not for that.
Hey, we're going to talk about assassination, so we just get to our asshole of the week.
Yeah, you got one?
Yeah, sure.
You got a picture of him?
Huh?
Well, bottom line is,
Got a picture of him.
yeah, I see him. Kamala is not the one, and I'll tell you this: you said a lot of big, high-ranking Democrats have suddenly started saying they're backing her up. The other high-ranking Democrats are suddenly throwing Kennedy's name out a lot.
True.
A lot. I heard it on fucking Fox News yesterday. They were talking about all these guys that say Bobby Kennedy should be the guy. When they were talking about, are you going to endorse Kamala Harris? All these other senators and congressmen were going, well, I haven't decided yet. You know, I like Kennedy. I like this guy. I like that guy. No, bad decision. I think if the Dems put Kamala Harris in there, you may as well just give Trump the keys to the White House at the time.
I don't know. Outside of Michelle Obama, I don't know of a person you could put in that would win right off the bat.
I don't either.
I mean,
but
really
I know
do.
she's not it.
Whether who?
Kamala.
Yeah. I really think Michelle could. I mean, whether you can argue the qualify, you can argue all that shit all day long. But I'm just saying, if you put her in that position, I think she could win. She's loved, you know, and it would give the black vote would be right back there again, and everything else. You know what's funny is the black vote doesn't really come out hard for Kamala. Now maybe they will. Maybe she can drum it up in between now and then. But at the moment, they don't go as hard for her as they did Obama. So we'll see there. No. We'll see. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe now that she's an actual legit candidate, we never seen her anything besides primaries where she didn't have a chance. Maybe now they gather behind and push that a little bit, because that's a big part, man. That's a huge part. If they can get that vote out, people came out and voted for Obama that never would have voted before.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
so
very true.
If you can get those kind of people to come out again, then maybe she has a shot. But it's not a good shot, dude. I'm a gambler. I'm not. I'm not putting money on Kamala. You know what I mean? Like, I don't either. If she moves up to like plus 350, plus 400. Maybe I'll throw a couple fun dollars on it. You know what I mean? But outside of that, it's not worth it. You're not getting me at plus 150, plus 200. No.
Oh, and before you go on to asshole, I got one thing to say.
All right, let's say it.
Not being a Trumper.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But the idiots came out of the woodworks when the guy tried to shoot him. Okay, the idiots did. Everybody's saying that, why is he wearing a bandage on the ear? Because he got shot in the fucking ear.
Yeah.
That's why he's wearing a bandage. Yeah, I'm not voting for Trump. I won't vote for Trump.
Let's fuck this. I just changed my asshole of the week, and we'll talk about the assassination attempt a little bit more, and then we'll get into the asshole, which also has to do with it. But I just changed it because I thought you were going to go there, but you didn't.
Okay.
All right.
You going to play the song?
No. We're not doing asshole.
Oh,
we're going to just talk about the Trump assassination a little bit more, because there's a couple things. Just the reactions to it do crack me up. All right. You had the people mad about the thing. All right. The people wearing the ear bandages, equally as retarded. All right, how much culty do you look when you're out there wearing an ear bandage now because this guy got shot?
Oh, yeah, those people are idiots.
Okay, retards
Him wearing one, though?
I mean, we just got a plethora of retards in this. This is the most retarded situation maybe in the history of America. All right, you have that. You have people getting mad about his ear bandage, people wearing the ear bandage. You had some liberals mad because after the man got shot, he stood up and went fight, and that's divisive. Because I don't know about you, that's what I'm thinking about after someone almost tried to fucking kill me, is the divisive terms. Yeah. You know what I mean? The guy stood up and just, who knows, he was probably fucking out of it. He just got shot at. You know what I mean? He got shot at.
He got shot
and then tackled,
in the ear.
And then tackled by like 8 people, which cracks me up too. That's their move. They just pile on him and act like
that's their,
I know,
apparently what the guy said, they turn into human shields.
No, it cracks me up. They look like Trump had the fumble, and all the
and
other
how about the
defenders
3
piled
women
on top of him.
that could have gladly been human shields for him from the waist down because they were like a foot shorter than him.
Oh,
maybe you put taller people on his fucking detail. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's get into that. Why the fuck? Ooh, this is going to make me sound bad. Secret Service shouldn't be ran by a woman. No! I'm not fucking going for it. And if it is a woman, it better be a big bull dyke or something. I want like a wrestler, a former badass bitch. Yeah. Secret Service is getting ran by like some 5'5" average ass chick.
Yeah.
No, get her out. All right, get her out. The guy was within sight distance, and these fucking snipers couldn't have took this guy out before he did anything. Isn't that their job?
Totally.
And then she used the fucking excuse that they couldn't put people on that roof because it was sloped. Are you fucking kidding me?
And then they also said that the person who was supposed to be stationed to that building didn't show up that day.
No, they were inside. There was 2 people.
Well, according to what I heard, he didn't show up that day, and the police told them, the police in that city said, we don't have enough people.
It shouldn't be the police's job.
Right.
It's the Secret Service.
Well, local people show up too.
I'm sure they help the situation, but they shouldn't be the main people in charge of keeping the president safe.
Right.
Or, the people running for president. I don't give a fuck about Trump. But I mean, come on, this is supposed to be the greatest fucking security in the world.
Yeah.
And you let a guy and everybody's going, look, dude on the roof. And everybody's just ignoring him.
They said he was listed as a person of interest 62 minutes before he fired that first shot. They
identified him multiple times before he did the first shot.
Yeah.
Multiple times, 60 minutes out, 30 minutes out.
And he climbed on an air conditioning vent to get up there.
He brought in his own ladder.
Yeah.
This guy comes in with a gun and a ladder, and people don't think he's suspicious. There's video of him on TikTok just walking around, looking creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Just has no idea. It's absolutely insane. And then the conspiracies that come out after that.
Oh, yeah.
The amount as
Hillary did it.
Yeah, as soon as it happened, Hillary did it. There's a million different ones.
Yeah,
but
Hillary did it's my favorite one.
And then how did this guy end up in a BlackRock commercial? That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Weird.
Now, I don't really understand the whole BlackRock runs the world thing. I know they're responsible for the biggest economy in the world or some shit like that. Like they're worth trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, but I don't understand why they're trying to kill Trump or all that stuff. So I don't understand that conspiracy. It just went so deep and so retarded.
It was a crazy, weird kid that did it.
Yeah.
He's made videos in the past. I hate Republicans and I really hate Trump. He was a kid that was fucked up in the head.
Yeah, apparently both of his parents are social workers. One of them's a Dem, one of them's a Republican. He probably killed him because he was sick of hearing about his parents argue at the kitchen table who they were going to fucking vote for. He's like, I'm going to decide this fuckfaces, and he goes and tries and shoots him. And then obviously not a great shot. Apparently
they say he was rushed because...
Oh, because, he saw a cop.
He saw a cop.
Yeah.
As he turned his rifle towards the cop slipped and fell off the ladder.
Yeah, fucking threw
And
stooges.
so he knew he was caught. He knew they were onto him, so he turned real quick and boom, 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 and did his shots. I'm sure before the ladder came up and the cop walked up, he was zoomed in right on his fucking head, I would assume. But when he saw the cop, he panicked and turned the gun on him.
But we did find out one thing.
What's that?
Assassinations are much like dicks.
How's that?
Every inch matters. 3 inches over, Trump's dead.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
3 inches more, my dick's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's.
And if he wouldn't have turned his head, and everybody says, "Oh, that was planned," to give Trump this fucking cred, and I'm like, yeah, he planned.
Oh, the people
and said, "I'm going to turn my head, and you get your best sniper to shoot me in the fucking ear."
I'm gonna risk something that with a gust of wind I can die.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Shoot me in the ear. And I've already got it planned. I'm going to do this after.
Yeah, that's another stupid fucking conspiracy I heard that Trump planned it. You hear all of them. They're all fucking retarded. Let's just face it. This guy was fucked up. He tried to kill the president. Yeah. And you know what? This probably happens all the time. You just don't know about it because usually the Secret Service would catch him.
Well, they said flat out, this is the biggest Secret Service fuck up in like 40 years.
She's gone.
Yeah.
She has to be gone, right?
She has to be gone.
And then the excuses, instead of just coming out and say, we fucked up, the excuses, well, the roof was too sloped, so we decided to put them inside. Oh, yeah? You put the snipers inside a building? Where are they going to snipe? The guy that comes in and tries to steal
And the guy that was on the building shooting him, it looked pretty flat up there.
on the other side?
The one where he was shooting.
Yes, it looked fine.
Yeah, he was laying there with a fucking rifle pointed at Trump.
It's Secret Service, by the way. They're going to go through some little dangerous situations.
1,000 TV cameras, and nobody saw this guy climbing onto the roof, holding an AR-15 and laying down in the fucking prone position.
One of the reports that they got 20 minutes earlier was he was using a rangefinder. They saw him using a rangefinder.
Yeah.
You don't... If you are the Secret Service and you see anyone using a rangefinder around the president, just shoot them right then.
Yeah.
Just take them out.
They're going to do it anyway.
They're not looking for birds, dude. What the fuck is this? Yeah. These guys are idiots.
And he literally walked up to go in the little area and saw that there were metal detectors, turned around and walked away because he didn't want to go through these fucking detectors. Nobody fucking saw that.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
All of it's absolutely insane, but let's asshole it up.
Asshole of the week.
And I'll go first since I am on the assassination attempt. Oh, this isn't fucking you. Asshole of the week, Jack Black. He is my asshole of the week. Yes, dude. All right. So Tenacious D, as you guys have probably heard, over there in Australia on tour, you know this whole story, right?
No.
Oh, you don't know the story. All right. So over in Australia on the tour, it was Kyle Gass's, which is the other guy in Tenacious D.
Because I like Jack Black.
Yeah, well, whatever. KG's birthday, Kyle Gass. He's the other guy in Tenacious D. Yeah. Really the brains behind the operation. I'm pretty sure he's the one who writes the songs. He's a fucking great guitar player. Yeah. And Jack Black has a beautiful voice, and he's funny. So,
right.
But they're
and
both
he's famous.
Funny. Anyhow, so it's his birthday. It's over in Australia. I think it's a day or two after the Trump assassination attempt.
Okay.
And they bring out a birthday cake and then like, you got one wish. What is it? And he said, next time don't miss, about the Trump thing.
He said that.
Yes. Awful thing to say.
Awful.
Let's just, put it out there, but you shouldn't say something like that. Yeah. As much as you hate Trump, no one needs to be killing the presidential candidates.
Nobody needs to be killing anybody.
It's not. Right. No one needs to be killing anyone. You're right, but it just makes your country look awful when the candidates. You look like a third world country when you're out there sniping candidates and shit
and wishing death upon them.
Yeah, like it's just that's not how we roll, guys. Like that's just not how we roll. It's not how we're supposed to fucking roll, anyways. So it was definitely, especially for a liberal. You know what I mean? Like liberals are supposed to give a shit.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to wish death.
Yeah,
that's not your thing. But either way, so KG made a bad fuck up. Immediately after the show, basically Jack Black dropped him. This is his best friend. Canceled the tour. All of a sudden his agent dropped him, showing no support for this guy. Basically.
He can't.
Yes, you can. It's your best fucking friend, dude.
It's your best friend. Otherwise, but if he sticks with him, then suddenly he's not getting any more movie offers. He's not getting shit.
Okay. How much money do you need, bud? I'm just saying, if it would happen to you or happen to any of my other good friends and I'm worth fucking $100 million already, you think I give a shit? I'm going to come out and I'm going to say, yeah, he fucked up, man. He shouldn't have said that. He regrets it. He's already apologized. He's going to get, his agency dropped him, all that shit, which, okay, that's fine. But I'm his best friend and I know he fucked up, but that's not what you do to friends. You know what I mean?
I agree with
you. And their whole fucking theme is friendship. Like they have
all
these
songs. So he basically broke up the band and everything?
They have all these songs about them being best friends and how friendship's the most important thing. That's literally the theme of their fucking dumb band. And he's going to all of a sudden just drop his buddy after that comment. I have no respect for that. And especially someone that's in the position.
Said, you need to dump him.
I don't care. You tell your agent to go fuck yourself. Yeah. It's different. He has fuck you money already. It'd be different if he didn't have fuck you money. You know what I mean? And he was just breaking in his career and he had a chance to do something great. That's not where Jack Black's at. You know what I mean? Jack Black can take this. He can fucking boom, boom, you're out of it. He didn't fucking say it. His friend fucked up, but you know what? He's a better person. He's willing to forgive his friend as long as the friend comes out and sucks his dick.
I agree with that.
Like, as long as the friend comes out and does all of his little dick sucking that he's going to have to do as a little apology tour, which he was already going to do. You know what I mean? Then you are no longer, you might catch a couple fucking hits, but he was going to catch those hits anyways because Jack Black's a big fucking Democrat supporter.
Yeah.
So he's already, those super righties that really would give a shit about this are already not fucking with Jack Black. So it's not really that big of a deal.
You're right.
So I think it's an awful thing to do to a friend. I don't see it. Again, if the guy didn't have fuck you money, then maybe we're talking about a different situation. But let's face it. He says sorry the next day they're sold out in New Zealand. You know what I mean? It's not going to affect his bottom line. It might affect, and maybe it will affect his bottom line a few $1 million. But at this point, a few $1 million shouldn't matter that much to this dude.
Well, all I'm saying is, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but like, the Dixie Chicks killed their career.
And they went down together.
They did.
You know what I mean?
You're right
Like
about
they
that.
went down together. And did they kill their career? Because they still can sell out Riverbend.
Well, they do it now,
You know
but
what
they
I
took
mean?
a 15-year fucking break
But
from
they
it.
took a break. That was, I think, a personal thing.
15 years? No, it wasn't
I
personal.
think-
They hurt themselves badly.
They hurt themselves, but they were always in the position to just change sides and appeal to Democrats like country music too, dude. Like,
Well, yeah, all I'm saying is they did hurt themselves.
Yeah,
And
they
I
definitely
think,
hurt themselves.
I think he was thinking totally selfish, and his agent probably called and said, you need to cancel this tour, distance yourself from this bullshit right now.
well, and I can even understand canceling the immediate tour. Like, all right, man, we fucked up. We're
So
going
he
home
said
for a
it
while.
on stage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's on. It's everything's on tape. You know, he tried to make a fucking dumb joke. You know, and he got
Yeah.
a big applause and a laugh
that's
and
what he
stuff
was
like that.
going.
It wasn't he didn't think about it, dude. He's in fucking Australia in a show. You know, you're not thinking about nowadays. And he's an old dude too. I mean, this guy's in his fucking like late 50s, late 60s. He's probably not thinking every little thing he's going to say at every little show can end up being this national,
I get that too.
worldwide thing. You know,
Yeah.
next thing you know, that pops up on TikTok and now all of America hates you. You know, that's not what he was expecting. So he made a fucking mistake.
Well, but see, not all of America hates him, because you had a lot of famous people posting stupid shit like, oh, why did he miss, and blah, blah,
Did
blah.
you?
Well,
I don't think you did.
like celebrities, no, but
Yeah.
it happened all over the place.
Oh yeah, you're going to
You
see
know, it
idiots
blew up.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Of course.
What I'm saying is everybody wouldn't have hated him.
no,
There was-
and I had some friends that posted some similar stuff. You know, and it's whatever. That's I don't care. You're fucking Tom from Cheviot. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but. You know, you're Kyle Gass. You're on stage with Jack Black, who's one of the biggest celebrities in the world, and you know you got to watch what you say. You fucked up. You definitely fucked up. But friendship should be more, especially when you got fuck off money. You know, go fuck yourself. I'll be friends with whoever I want.
Yeah. I think Jack Black probably got a call from the agent, and the agent said, look, distance yourself from this or you won't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I have fuck you money, but I want more.
Well, that's the thing. But that makes you an asshole to me.
Yeah. I
got an
don't
asshole?
disagree. I don't disagree. Yes, I have a fucking asshole.
All right, well, let's send him.
And first of all, you know, before I go into my asshole, we had a lot of fucking deaths lately, and nobody had any of them.
Yes, and you know, and I thought the most recent one was the old dude,
Bob Newhart.
I could have swore someone had Bob Newhart. What's funny is a lot of them. Everybody has Shannon Doherty.
Yeah,
So that was a big
including
one.
me, which
yeah,
I
there was
needed.
8 of you. You needed it to keep pace. You would have still been ahead, I believe. Or no, she was younger than Toby Keith.
Yeah, she was 6 years younger.
But now
than Toby
you got a
Keith.
hell of a little jump going on.
I got almost 100, right?
Yeah,
What's the all-time record?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look through.
It was
all
a
that
Daddy
shit.
White thing, I'm sure.
Probably the Angel of Death
The
there.
Angel of Death,
Don't
yeah.
worry, she had him. Shannon was on his list too.
Was she?
Yeah, I didn't put her on. I think she's been on my list in the past. There's been a couple guys. I could have swore that like Alex or someone that picks a lot of old people would have Bob Newhart, but they didn't.
96, man.
Yeah.
That's 4 points.
So what's your asshole?
My asshole.
Someone for dying?
Oh, no. No, I was just, that was in my head and I didn't want to lose it.
Fuck you, Lou Dobbs. How dare you die?
And how about that fucking wide receiver for the fucking Ravens?
Yeah, no one had him.
Jacoby
I don't even know who
Jones.
he
Jacoby
was.
Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, he was 40, so I mean, he'd been out of the game a while, but he was a name at one time. All right. I have an asshole. And it's personal again. All my assholes are personal. Fuck the cunt at my pool, and I'll tell you why. This pisses me off. And it probably shouldn't piss me off, but it does.
You guys for most things, right?
They make headphones for a reason. I take my son out to the fucking pool. He wants to go swimming. Mm-hmm. It's a nice pool, blah, blah, blah. Everybody, having a good time. You got your coolers out there, everybody, blah, blah, blah. And this fucking cunt hole pulls out a fucking Bluetooth speaker and starts blasting older country music. It's so fucking loud that the people in the apartments heard it.
Yeah, that's
And I'm sitting there going, you cunt. Put on headphones. You lazy bitch. Oh, you don't want your ears to sweat? Fuck you.
Well, is she getting in the pool?
No, she was laying on a fucking chair.
Oh.
And she just started blasting this stuff, so everybody out there had to listen to what she was fucking playing.
You know what's funny is originally when you said this, I thought you were going to go with a black person. And then as soon as you said Bluetooth, I went, oh, never mind. That's a white person. Because black people just play it through their phone.
Right.
White guys or white girls or whatever will have some Bluetooth
Well, through their
speakers
phone,
and
it
shit.
won't annoy
Won't
me
be
if
that
I'm
loud,
across
yeah.
that pool,
Yeah, I agree
And
with
this
you.
woman pulls out a fucking good-sized speaker, sets it down next to her, and starts blasting Brooks and Dunn and Hank Williams and all that. Not that I'm against that music.
I am.
But I didn't come out here to fucking have to listen to it.
No, I don't want to listen to it ever.
And this cunt hole,
Cunt-hole.
everybody was looking at her for like the first 5 minutes, and she's just like, fuck you.
She didn't give a shit.
Didn't give a
Why
shit.
would she give a shit, dude?
I wanted to walk up and slap her.
Yeah. You know, I think that's funny. Well, not that I think that's funny, but the other day we were camping, right? And Kane's off playing on the playground. And I didn't think of it. He had his phone on him, and he was watching videos. And
He has
stuff.
a phone?
Yeah, he was watching videos and stuff on it and playing on it because originally no one was at the playground, so he was just swinging on the swing and watching videos and stuff, just chilling. But then a bunch of kids showed up, and he decided. I don't know if he did it. Well, I mean, I'm sure he did it on purpose. I don't know if he does it because he thinks it makes him look cool. But now he's put Spotify and he puts DMX on. And he's blasting DMX in his pocket as he's playing with all these fucking 6-year-olds and 5-year-olds. And I didn't even think about it at first. It's like I was listening to music.
What song?
I don't know. All of them. He puts just the mix, DMX mix on. And then I realized, like, if another parent came up and
heard the cussing
my
coming out of that.
9-year-old sitting there and he's listening to Where the Hood At, you know, or, you know, I don't think that's going to go over that well. So I had to take the phone away. But it just cracked me up because I thought about that probably an hour after he had been doing it. So I'm sure many a parent had walked up and
I'm
this
sure.
little fucking gangster over here.
Yeah, what's he doing at Jellystone?
Yeah, stay away from him, dude.
Jellystone's not for people like you.
What?
Now, if it was something like, you know, Up in Here or X Gonna Give It To You, something like that,
Dude,
the mainstream
those songs,
stuff.
if you still listen to those
I
songs,
realize
they're
that, but-
still just as nasty as you would ever think they were.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it says suck my dick right in it, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
a lot. He says "suck my dick" all the time. Like,
Yeah.
That's one of his favorite lines.
It is. They both say suck my dick.
Almost all of his big songs too. He says "faggot," you know, or
Yeah.
he starts ripping on gay people. Like, if I end up fag, I end up dead. Is one of the lines. And Where the Hood At? Like it's literally awful music. Speaking of awful music, on the way up, we had a family listen to the new Eminem album.
How was it?
It was all right. There are some really good songs on it. There's some really like mediocre shit on it. It gets a little repetitive. You know what I mean? And
Eminem's always been repetitive.
And he's also at that age too, where you know your little shock rap stuff's you're in your 50s, like you know what I mean. But he kind of acknowledges that at the same time. So there's one of his best songs ever, I think, is that "Guilty Conscience 2" on that album, and it's a conversation, basically a rap conversation between him and Slim Shady, you know, the alter ego. And that's a like really smart song. I don't know if it's a song you can listen to over and over again. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those kind of songs. It's not like some catchy jingle, but it's just a really intelligent song. He says a lot in it, and it's fucking good. But overall, well, you know, I guess maybe I'm just not the...
Everybody puts out a bad album here and there.
Well, he hasn't put out a good album since like his second album. But either way, I think it's just because how much can you just do the same shit? You know what I mean? He's still a really good rapper, but I mean, like, I don't...
But I mean, isn't that most rappers?
Yes.
Rap music sounds very similar.
You get a 2-year
no matter
run,
who you
maybe.
are.
You know, you get a 2-year run because no one's ever heard anything that you know.
They haven't heard
you
your
sound
voice,
different.
and they haven't
you
but the
sound
words
different.
are the same. The lyrics are the
But,
fucking same.
Yeah, good luck having a 10-year run in rap where you're making, you know, shit that people care about. You might have hit a single every so. Jay-Z had like a decent run and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's why Jay-Z went into like production and management and all that stuff.
And even someone like a Dr. Dre that's been around forever, sure, but he only puts out one album every 10 years. 15 years sometimes, you know, so it's a totally different thing. I don't know. Rap music isn't something I think you can last forever. And
at
least
because
what I care
it's
about.
too similar.
Yeah.
There's not genres of rap.
But I feel that about every single style of music. There's like maybe 2 bands in all of the music I listen to where I can say I like every album. You know what I mean? And like,
I don't even have that. I don't even have 2.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So the idea that you're going to like every album by a musician, it's usually you're going to like 3 or 4.
Oh, no. I was, I'm the biggest Rush fan in the world. I hated 4 or 5 of their albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Hated them.
Exactly. So, and there's, you know, some of my favorite bands, I don't care for certain albums of them. Or maybe I didn't like their first and second album. I liked their third, fourth, and fifth, and then I didn't like shit that they ever done after that. You know, Or Bad Religion, that puts a new album out every 2 years that sound the same since 1981.
Well, let me ask you this: you're a Sublime guy, big Sublime guy, are you?
I am a Sublime guy that resents Sublime people, and here's why. I got into Sublime in like 1995 before anybody knew the fuck they were. And I'd never anticipated them to become like a frat band eventually, where those kind of douchey guys like them. So I like Sublime. but I have a hard time saying it out loud in front of certain people because the group that they attracted is not the kind of group that I
you like Sublime album cut kind of thing. And I'm like that too. Like there's a couple artists that I really like.
We listen to 40 Ounces of Freedom
but
on
I
the way
hate,
there too.
But I hate their fucking... They're really bubblegummy pop shit that they put out just to make money off movies.
It's not even that I
stuff.
dislike anything Sublime ever put out. Musically, they never really changed much. They were the same from the beginning to the end. They only had a short run because the guy wasn't alive that long. But I mean, the only difference between their beginning music and their end music was the production, because the shit at the beginning was all self-produced and shit, and it sounded like awful. You know, and then the later shit was professional. So that's the only real difference in Sublime's music.
Do you think his son sounds like him?
I think he sounds like him, but I'm not interested.
You're not?
And not until he puts out his own song that sounds good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care that he sounds like his dad, and that's cool. And I'm more apt to go watch them live now than I was before. Like Sublime with Rome, I was never interested in. Yeah. I don't know. I don't care to see that band.
Yeah.
Just like I don't really care to see Journey. Not that I'm a Journey fan, but I don't want to see it.
I wouldn't see Journey with Pineda either.
Yeah, I don't want to see it with the other guy. That's not the band.
Because I've seen it with...
Yeah, Alice in Chains, another one. I don't want to see Alice in Chains with the other dude. I mean, granted, Jerry Cantrell wrote most of their music and sings a lot of their music. It's still not the same to me. I don't care.
I couldn't agree with you more.
But
because
this one, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing it again. I think I'd have to get free tickets or something. I don't think I'd pay. But I wouldn't. I'd more apt to see it than I would with Rome. I'm excited to see if they put out a new album and it's any good. I will give it a listen.
Did Bradley Noel write all the stuff, or did other guys in the band write it?
No.
He wrote everything.
All the stuff, but Sublime has a lot of cover music in their stuff. Like an awful lot of music cover. Or like in the middle of their song, they'll throw in a portion of like a Toots and the Maytals song or some other shit like that. Like they've always kind of did that, and that's kind of with the dub style, so it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to hear the new album, whereas a Sublime with Rome album I won't even listen to. So you know, at least they got me back in there. But overall, I don't anticipate it being as good, and I don't anticipate it. Even if it is good, I don't anticipate liking it as much because I'm a different person now than I was in 1995 when I got into them. You know,
so I'm waiting for. I didn't tell you. The dinner never happened.
Oh, what?
It's going to happen. She had a relative get sick.
Okay.
Real ill, and they pushed it off for a couple months. I think somebody in her family is dying.
Oh, see, if it was his family, I'd say bring him, and you can kill him in front of him. That's part of the cuck experience.
That's the bull,
now.
The bull thing. But he told me,
kill
I'm sorry.
your relative and then fuck your wife and then leave.
Why do I want to say grandpa or dad? Or somebody in her family is sick and in hospice and is dying. So they put the thing off. And I can't say I'm not a little bit relieved because I just don't think I had pumped myself up for it yet. I have every intention. I'm going.
Yeah.
I have every intention of going when it happens, but
it's just
I wasn't
weird.
really disappointed when they put it off for a couple of months.
Yeah. That gives you more time to build it up in your head. A couple of months is a long time.
Well, I think this is the kind of, hey, it sounds to me like you got cancer and we're going to give you like 3 months.
Okay. So
that's
this
what
is
it
going
kind
to be
of
an
sounds like.
extended period of dying.
Yeah, they don't know when. Yeah, he's not sick. This person's dying.
Can't fuck when dad dies? What's wrong? You got to wait for dad to die to fuck?
I fucked her on her anniversary. My God. I mean,
I thought this was their anniversary.
No, they did. The last one was on their anniversary. This one's just a thing.
Yeah.
But how weird would it be if, because I did it on their anniversary, if they say, hey, we're going to be driving up there right after the funeral.
Yeah.
And then we really want you to give it to us.
Yeah, she gets really horny at her funerals. I've heard of girls never hornier than right after their dad dies.
I did the regular, the normal cucks. I did them recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
But that's not exciting.
It's it's been a couple of months since I've done it.
But I mean, for the folks at home, they don't care anymore about your regular cucking.
They probably don't. But you know what the funny thing about it is? It's not like the weirdness of it and the turn on part, the cuck part, turn on part. That's all dissipated. That's over.
Yeah,
it's now. Hey, I can get laid. She's attractive, and I can fuck. Yeah,
and this other guy's just there.
Yeah, but it was funny to see the fucking wicker chair and see all that shit again.
Oh, the same setup?
The same setup. New house. Same setup.
Have you told him about your other cuck situation?
I told him about one. I told him, they know about the Filipino one because they're the ones that introduced me. They know about that one. I told him, they said, have you been doing it at all? And I said, I did it once. I lied a little bit there.
Yeah.
To like the third couple one. I lied about the bodybuilder ones.
Yeah.
I said I did it once, and I said, I was pretty intimidated by, what they look like and all that. So I only did it one time. I've only done it twice.
Yeah.
So, I didn't lie that much, but I'm going to do it again. And they didn't seem the least bit upset.
You only did the bodybuilder twice?
Yeah, that's it.
I thought it was once.
No, twice.
You did have a comeback with it.
I had a comeback, and it was exactly the same.
Yeah.
So, but it was fucking hot as hell. She's lovely.
What does that guy do?
Walks around and looks at her, kisses her, takes pictures.
Big muscle guy.
Huge muscle guy. And he likes the pictures. He doesn't put my face in him. He'll go close up right next to my fucking package. And doesn't touch it or anything like that.
So gross.
And then he just basically, up there, basically interface talking to her. How's that cock feel? Hey, like that cock. You fucking love that. Oh, I love that cock.
Does he have a small cock?
I haven't seen it.
Really, they don't talk about it.
Actually,
came up.
the one that the first time I did it, I went around the corner to get my clothes, and I was putting my clothes on, and then when I came back around the corner, he was fucking her, but he was in already.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't tell, not that I was looking at his dick.
That's funny in general. Like they're already fucking us. See you guys.
Well, yeah, that's kind of their thing, and that's a little weird and creepy.
What's creepy?
But that he likes to fuck her after I put 2 nuts in it.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah, but you're condom, aren't you?
Not with them. I told you I didn't with them because that's their thing. They like her to get cream pied.
Yeah, but haven't you done that?
I've done it,
yeah.
but I never saw anybody really excited to get in there afterwards. You know what I mean? So, I went around, literally grabbed my pants, put them on. I came around the corner and he was ball deep, and I'm going, and I just busted 2 big nuts in there.
Ew.
So
yeah, that is gross. What a sicko.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
What a sicko.
He's not like me.
What if that's how you get strong?
I might do it then. I might do it then.
Maybe it adds a little bit. Maybe it adds the steroids. Like The Rock just follows somebody else that cucks his wife.
It was like the only, besides the roast thing, it was the only fucking funny thing Jeff Ross ever said. He said he was at when he got famous, he went to a Hollywood party and he met this really hot porn star. And he said, "Would you want to have dinner sometime?" And she said, "Absolutely." And he goes, "Great, when?" And she goes, "Well, I'm working Thursday. Why don't we go out Friday?" And he went, "Well, how about Monday?" I said, "Well, yeah, that's like me.
That is funny.
Let it all get out of there. Let it dry out and get out of there."
How about Monday?
Yeah, how about Monday?
We'll put that
but he jumped right in, and that's not my thing. No. I don't want your man goo on my privates. No, I just don't want it.
Sure you don't.
No, I definitely don't.
Guess what? Not interested.
And it's like the thing about it is, after you fuck and you nut in somebody, if you keep fucking, it foams up and starts coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Not interested.
And that's what was there when I dropped the second one, and he just jumped right in.
Not a problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he was waiting for that.
Muscle through, if you know what I mean.
And I went around there, and he was giving it to her. So I'm like, "Hey, more power to you. Just have a nice to meet you." Walked out the fucking door.
I got to go to the weed store.
You need marijuana?
I'm out of marijuana, man.
Well, like I said, guys, we did take a hiatus. We're going to try to get Brent on for the next episode.
We've been saying that for a month.
Well, he was gone for like a week and a half. He went on vacation.
He texted me.
Did he?
Yeah. He's been thinking about me. He's been thinking about me, man.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, they're all nice guys. Not all the gays. I don't mean all the gays. I mean all the people that have reached out.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Well, like I said, hopefully we'll be discussing this after you're back to work.
Yeah. What, this thing? We'll still not discuss this.
We'll be discussing cream pies and stuff.
Oh,
but you'll be back to work already, so.
I'm confused.
Well, what I'm saying is, eventually we'll be having our normal discussions on the show with you back at work.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Sure. I guess.
So,
maybe.
Let's recap on what we've talked about. Our country is fucked. You shouldn't wish death upon people.
Step 1.
Yeah, you shouldn't wish death upon people, even if you don't like them.
Who?
Wasn't that? I mean, seriously though, isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
I wish they'd have got him.
Yeah. No,
I wish I'd hit him in the head.
It's fucked up.
But
hey, but if you said it, I ain't gonna dislike it tomorrow.
See, that's the first I've heard of that story.
Oh no, that was a big deal.
Yeah,
a lot of comics and shit are pissed off at Jack Black about it because they know that a lot of times. I mean, granted, again, it wasn't funny, but how many comedians go out there and take a swing and miss? You know what I mean?
He was
trying to make a joke. It's an awful joke, but it's not like Again, it is the definition of too soon, too. It was 2 days afterwards. If he did this maybe 3 years from now, maybe people don't care as much.
Hey, I got yelled at by my apartment complex. Oh, no, that's going to be that. That's going to be that F you at the end.
Fuck you at the end?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to a price, I guess. We got that price?
Yeah, we're about there.
Might as well.
It's just our welcome back.
Price.
All right. I'm going to give Wontan credit for this. Name your price. Just because she's in that kind of mood lately where she's given me like would you rathers like every fucking night. And I like her would you rathers. I mean, her and I get stuck on the same 4 or 5 people. But so I'm going to give this one to you because of some porn I was watching. Do you know that, by the way, there's a genre called fart porn? That's gross.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Girls are farting in each other's mouths.
Not my thing.
They're literally backing their butt up, and the girl's going, so fucking gross. I mean,
I like stuff like that. Like, I could see myself watching it, but what I mean by that is doing, have a bowl on hand and I just farted right in her face. A fucking retard.
But then when the girl goes and starts pumping the dildo a little harder because that one stunk real bad,
don't do anything for me.
It does zip for me. And these girls were hot. But it's like, the girl's laying on the fucking bed and she literally squats right over the top of her face and it just rips one.
Not
interesting. And the girl goes. So anyway, I'm watching porn the other day.
All right, porn.
Name your price. Okay. God, this is really kind of gross. But I was watching like twisted porn the other day just because I was in the mood. And
Twister porn with Helen Hunt?
That's Twisters 2 porn.
She in part 2?
No, she's not in part 2.
Is she alive?
She's alive.
She just disappeared.
The other guy's dead.
Helen Hunt, who? Jack Nicholson?
No, Bill Paxton was in the first one.
I was thinking As Good as He Gets. But either way, Helen Hunt just disappeared from the world, right? She just had like 3 movies. She was very popular and then disappeared.
I think she's one of those weirdos that did it by choice.
Maybe. I don't even think that's that weird. We call it weird, but she probably made like $30 million. What else you need to do in life?
And said, I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm good.
Because she was a good actress. She would have got more jobs.
Well, that was the reason why she got jobs. It wasn't because she was pretty, because she wasn't.
Yeah.
She
All right, so
epitome of mediocre.
It's every man's fantasy to have a 3-way. Okay? Every man's fantasy. How much for you? Now, you really need to think about this. How much for you to have a 3-way with 2 transsexual people? 1 female to male and 1 male to female. Both have had the surgery. Now, you're not going to have to touch the new dick or anything, but it's going to be like a 3-way, and you're going to be banging a trans person that had the surgery. Because this link came on, it had like transgender porn on it. Mm-hmm. Some of these women, you don't, until you see if they have a penis, they look like a hot woman.
Yeah, no, there's a lot
It's
of them that do
amazing.
it very well.
Yeah, very, very well. So what's your price to have a 3-way with 2 of them that have had the surgery? Both very attractive.
It's weird. Like, I don't... What is... What's the fake dick made out of?
It's made out of the outer lips of the vagina. They mold it in the shape of a dick and stitch it all together.
Because I would be more apt to suck the fake dick than I would.
It used to be a vagina.
Than I would eat out the fake pussy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I would feel less. It would feel less like a gay act, and I'm not.
No,
gay
but
man,
it would be attached to somebody who looks like me.
Yeah, but they're they're born not looking like. Well, most people are born not looking like you. That'd be a shame.
Well, you're going to have just a
my kid could
full blown
exactly
3-way.
like Chris right now.
Now you're going to do the standing H and stuff.
Yeah, but what you're saying is you gotta fuck the tran. The guy to girl tran.
Go down on but there's a vagina there.
Well, you don't always go down on people on a 3-way. I mean,
3-ways. Oral's a huge part of a 3-way.
For the girl.
For everyone involved.
I'm not eating the pussy if he's fucking it.
That's why there's money involved.
Oh, well, I'm just thinking in general. Even if, I guess there's money involved.
The dicks generally don't work.
Yeah.
They generally don't work.
But I don't care about their dicks. Like I said, their dicks, I'm saying
is he's not fucking it. The dick don't work.
So what's he doing?
Well.
Or she. Or he. Yeah, that's he.
Oral. but you're looking at the dick, and she's sucking the dick,
So she's sucking the new dick,
and you're
and
only
I'm fucking the new pussy.
yeah,
Okay, and that's the standing H. Then that's the whole.
and lots of oral.
I don't like the oral.
Got to do
I
oral.
don't like the oral, man.
Got to do the oral.
I don't know, man.
But they're both very attractive.
This-
What I'm saying is maybe you can convince yourself to forget the fact that they're transsexuals and just go with it.
I'd love to. And if that was the case, I probably wouldn't even need $1 if I could figure it out, how to forget it, and then it's different. So I mean, it's so hard to say without being in the moment. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I need to see that fake pussy right in front of me to know, like I might even charge anything. I for the experience.
For the bucket list item?
Well, that's not on my bucket list.
It's
but
not
I mean,
on my bucket list either.
It's on someone's. And some people's on their bucket list and they've knocked it out of the park already.
Yeah.
Looking at you. You don't watch. I can't even say.
Oh, you know
names.
someone?
Oh, you know someone. But
I do?
yes, we know someone that dated trannies.
Yeah, but I don't think they dated ones that had the surgery.
We don't know. They don't talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
But either way, it might still be on the bucket list then,
it might be.
because I don't think it's off the bucket list. Let me tell you that.
Dollar amount.
Dollar amount. I'm going with. Fuck, that's a tough one, dude. It really is a tough one because I'm trying to be fair here, and I'm.
It's a
trying
one
not to-
night thing.
Trying not to be that guy that's like 50 million the fucking fake pussy, because there is some wonder. You always got to wonder what's going on there. And 10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Wow.
Is that low or high?
To me, it sounds high.
Oh yeah, that's high for you.
Yeah, $1,000. $1,000. Because I made it very clear that they were, first of all, trans ally here. Mm-hmm. So I don't judge, but I was going for the attractive factor, and they're both very attractive.
All right. Well, you out there, Jackson?
$1,000.
What's Jackson's new name?
Risa?
Rita?
Risa?
Reese? What was it? Yeah. We know a guy that went to a girl and's got the pussy and everything.
Wasn't it Risa?
I don't remember. There's an OnlyFans.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that.
It's just her on a Sybian.
I don't want to see her riding a Sybian. Well, her 75-year-old boyfriend masturbates. No thanks.
We should get Jackson in here. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to dead name you. I just
think it's
literally forget
Risa.
the other name.
I think of Risa.
Risa?
Rias.
That's it. Hey, Rias, you out there showing that fake pussy out on the internet? I want Rias in here. Well, maybe not in here, but I want to talk to Rias. I want to see what Rias is up. Rias was always
Rias on the TV. Yeah.
Rias was always a very honest person.
We could put him right on that TV. I've seen every podcast doing these interviews with people on there.
Hey, by the way, we'll talk.
Why
about
are we
this.
doing that?
Because we're dumb, and we're not scheduled. We scheduled this last night at 1 a.m.
Yeah, we did.
This is not.
We did.
We don't have a solid time every day, every week.
No, we don't.
It's hard to do all that stuff. Where are we at? I answered my question.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. Let's
Fuck
get
you.
on to the fuck you then.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you.
I'm not going to say the name of the place that I live, but fuck you to my apartment complex.
I don't like the hill.
It's Great Hill. Great apartment. But fuck you to the people that run it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I came out the other day, had a flat tire.
that sucks.
Sucks bad. So I pull out a jack, pull out my spare,
No,
changing the tire. They yelled at me
Not like working on your
for
car.
doing car work. I said my tire was flat. I can't go anywhere. And they said, well, you really need to get it towed then and have it repaired outside of here. We don't allow car work on there. I'm like, you want me to spend $300 when it'll take me 10 minutes to change this fucking tire? And they said, well, we won't say anything this time, but in the future, you can't do any auto repairs on property.
What do? They charge you a fee?
I
They just
don't
kick you
know.
out.
I don't know what they do.
You're homeless.
But I'm like, fuck you. I came out. My tire was flat.
Yeah,
It
fuck
would take
you.
me 10 minutes to change my tire. 10.
Yes. Believe me, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Fucking hate changing tires.
Tire was jacked up, and I was literally pulling the other one off. Just so you know, you're not allowed to do, and it's in your lease, you're not allowed to do auto work. I said, my tire was flat. And they said, well, you could have got it towed and taken it to a shop.
For a flat tire?
For a flat tire.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you in a big way.
You, dude. That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
All right, my fuck you, and extra fuck you to Cobra Insurance. All right, this is this program we got in America or whatever where Apparently, you can continue your health insurance after you viciously get fired for no fucking reason, and continue your health insurance for an added fee. All right, an added fee. All right, what do we pay for health insurance anyway? I don't remember. I think
Everybody
I was
pays different amounts.
Yeah, but I think I was paying like $130 a week or something like that. So let's say it added up to a little bit less than $600. Cobra Insurance, to continue my insurance plan, wants $2,145 a month. Who the fuck has $2,145 unemployed, by the way? Who the fuck unemployed has $2,100 to spend on health insurance each month?
Nobody.
What the fuck is the point of this program? Is it only for rich people that can just afford to pay their bills anyways? Because who the fuck can afford that? Like, I just don't get it.
I thought it was cheap at the beginning, and it got progressively more expensive.
Dude, maybe it gets more expensive, but right now, $2,100. And then when I first seen these thing, I was like, oh, $2,100. I got to pay that up front. You know, thinking like that's for till the end of the year per month. Like,
per month.
And I was totally expecting to pay $600, $700, $800 even a month. You know, and I'm not being happy, but like, all right, I'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't even figure out $2,100 as a fucking lower middle class fuck.
Not a chance.
All right, that's I mean, plus your mortgage and everything else. Like, no fucking chance at that.
None.
So, gotta hope I don't get hurt or anything anytime soon. And then the way the hoops they make you jump through for everything else is just like it's impossible to figure out and blah blah blah.
You taking money out of your 401k?
I already took it out. I was planning on paying the health insurance on a monthly basis for that. But if I do that, I only got.
Did you take it all?
Yeah.
Now, what was the penalty?
They don't do the penalty. You do that tax time.
Oh, really?
You take when you take out your 401k, they take 20% off the top for federal. They give you the option to take state out or not.
20%.
20%, yeah. So 20% was taken out, and that's it. And the penalty is 10%, though. So I don't know if it's 10% on the amount you got after the penalty or before the penalty. But either way, and that's done at tax time. You're not done.
But you already got that money.
Yeah, the money's in my account.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got that like 3 days after. You know, I put.
Oh, was it that fast?
Well, not 3 days after I got fired, but 3 days after I put in for it. It took like 3 weeks to be able to take it out, and then as soon as I put in for it, it was out pretty quickly. Now, I will try. I'm looking at you, Sean. We need you out there to fancy these numbers up and try to get
make that state tax go away.
Make that 10% go away. Make that
make
state
that
tax.
Make that 20% come back to me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, right? You know, he's already gave me a little advice there, so we're good.
Has he?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You know what I forgot to do?
What?
And I'm going to do it at the very end, but I'm going to do it every week here for a little while. So it's not like I'm not going to give you your shit, because I do owe you, buddy. Matt Plank this week.
Okay.
All right. Or a couple weeks ago. Matt is a guy we used to work with at the casino. And he worked in the maintenance department for years and years and years. And he ended up having his own little issues there. And he quit on his own. And now he's doing handyman work as a job.
Okay.
And he knows his shit. And Matt and his brother, who owns a Tap Electronics, or Tap Electric, I guess, not electronics, came over and they were going to do my bathroom vent fan because they had to put all new piping and stuff upstairs. The vent, it was literally venting to nowhere upstairs. So it would have caused mold, every fucking thing else in the world. So they had to run the ductwork and everything else to the outside. Then I lost my job. They came over, gave me a price, very fair price. I ain't gonna say what it was, but you know, gave me a lot cheaper than what I was gonna pay if I went somewhere else. But you know, they're not also doing crackhead work,
right?
You know what I mean? So they're not gonna. I'm not fixing for $20. Now you ain't getting that fucking shit either. But what Matt will do though is give you a very fair price and do very fair work. Now he fronted me the work and let me pay him back later, which was super awesome. But that just shows you the kind of fucking person he is, because he was planning on doing it, and then I literally got fired the next day. And I called him, I was like, dude. And he's like, I can't leave you with a hole in your roof, man. I'm going to have to come over and do that. And, you know, and he even told me I didn't have to pay him or all this other shit because we're buddies. But obviously I'm going to pay him. I'm going to pay him the price that we negotiated up front because it was fair to begin with. He's out there for any of you guys that want anything done. Matt is trying to get his own little handyman service going. I have his phone number right up there on the screen. It is 859-242-9863. That is Matt Plank. You call him. You tell him, shut up, Cincinnati, and more Yeah, just say Jason sent you. I think he knows Shut Up Cincinnati, but either way.
Yeah.
Jason sent you. He will not bullshit you. He won't fuck you. He's not going to charge you extra shit. He's going to get your shit done. He's going to get it done right. He's going to get it done
Everyone
fast.
needs something done
And
around their house.
everyone needs something done. And I'm talking about any kind of electric work. You need a fucking doorbell installed. You need, any kind of that kind of shit. He does plumbing. He does, he'll put in appliances. I mean, pretty much any kind of man shit. A lot of you are half a man. Let's admit it. I'm one of you. I'm half a man. I can do some stuff all right, but a lot of shit I can't do worth a shit. And and even the stuff I can do, it isn't going to be done that great. It's going to be done enough to get you by.
Yeah.
So, don't be fucking ashamed to call a dude that knows what the fuck he's doing to come over and fix your stuff. That's my shout out to you, Matt. I'm going to throw this out there every week for a while. I got a couple other ads coming up in the future. We're going to start maybe doing sponsors per segment.
Okay.
So asshole of the week brought to you by blah, because there's a couple different things I want to do there. So if you guys have to hear us talk about that, fuck you, use it. We're hooking you up. All right. And Sean's another guy. When tax time comes, we will tell you about Sean, because he's going to hook you up too. And hopefully he gets rid of all my tax shit.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But anyways, that's all I got to say this week. You got anything very important to say? You want to pray for the family or anything?
I just wondered, since you temporarily lost your job, are you sucking dick for beer money?
I might be sucking dick for beer money.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share. Fuck off. Fuck off.